Why, hidey ho, hidey ho, hidey ho. So, going back to the Tower of Babel, and the language that everybody spoke back then was the holy language, which is Hebrew. And let us create a name for ourselves. This place shall be Elohim for us. So the land turns into your God. And you put up idols and maybe even carve faces of your idols into the side of a mountain. And you call them your founding fathers. What comes out of your mouth, abracadabra, I create as I speak, is also in your heart. And a lot of it does have to do with indoctrination, how you were brought up. You were brought up to idolize certain things. And you actually believe that image in the courts is a good image when it says Lady Justice and she's blind, she's got blindfolds on. Well, that would be prima facie evidence on its face that the courts are all evil. They're courts of admiralty law, UCC codes, trust law, because you sold yourself to the bankers. So you're not supposed to be caught in their courts. You're not supposed to be in their courts or place yourself in their jurisdiction or their system. But it comes down to what's in our heart. Do you truly love our Ima Abba, mother and father? And it's not to separate one from the other. So you sold yourself to the creditors. It's a very important thing to understand or have an understanding and allow it to resonate with you. You sent your mother away. Show me where I sent your mother away. All these things have very deep spiritual meanings. But anyway, claiming ownership of the land and naming the land after yourself and putting up your idols. So Lady Justice is against the law. Let me repeat that. Lady Justice is against the law. Because the feminine side is judgment and the masculine side is mercy. But judgment without mercy is cruelty, and mercy without judgment is a weakness. So they're showing you these things up front. Capitis diminutio maximum, that all cap lettering of names and land. And so naming the land after yourself, it makes us arrogant. So that's the Yetzirah, the evil inclination, Hasatan, is attached to each and every one of us and has been since we came into these bodies. These bodies, the klipa, the husk that covers us, is evidence of our wickedness, and that our Ima Abba both sent us away because we were wicked. And until we rectify and do a tikkun and rectify our original sin, we're going to remain coming back over and over again, and that's the circle of life. So anyway, naming the land after ourselves. That's evidence for Satan, because you're putting yourself out in the marketplace during a plague. You're putting yourself in the marketplace during a plague. So when you claim the names that Hasatan got you to use, which would be the bankers, who are using the Yetzirah, the evil inclination, not only their own, but yours, because you want to claim ownership. Many of us do it, and I've done it in the past. So it's to kill out the ego of the beast. We don't need names of land. Now, I can know somebody as my brother, and I can say my brother Ben, or my brother David, or my brother Yosef, or my brother Yaakov, or my brother Isaac, or my brother whatever. We're all brothers and sisters. But you also have to recognize there are NPCs, non-player characters. They're vessels without a soul. And they just go with the script. They don't feel empathy. They don't feel what a living man or woman feels because they're empty vessels. They have no soul. So anyway, the names of the land are wicked, and they're evidence of our wickedness. Having to have a statue in the harbor with their torch held up, and that's all wickedness. Having to have a flag and you wrap yourself in it, the star-spangled banners of the flag with the seal of Solomon, which would be the Star of David, Hamelech. But this will be the nature of your king is also very important. So our Imam says this will be in the nature of your king. That's why we're not supposed to vote for other men. Abracadabra, everything that comes out of our mouth is very important. So I'm placing men before my Imam by saying I want King David to be my king. I'm saying I don't want my Imam to be my king and queen. So what's going on around the world? There's a certain tribe that calls themselves by a certain name, which is, like I said before, anti-Semitic, because that's not the name that's in Torah. So they like to use the anti-Semitic crap, but Hasatan beguiles, because the Yetzirah, the evil inclination, knows the heart of a man. So when you indoctrinate people, they become wicked. They can become wicked. I'm better than everybody else because I'm this name. Not because of your content of character, but because you choose a certain name. It makes you better than everybody else. That makes you wicked. Ahay, Ashir, Ahay. I will be what I will be. I am that I am. I will be what I will to be. As above, so below. As within, so without. North, east, south, and west. It's all our Imam. I'm the son of my Imam. Nothing more. I don't need a name. During this life, the name that was given to me is Kufresh Nun, Karen, Ray in English. But Kufresh Nun in Hebrew has multiple meanings. So that's the message for today. Be cautious who you contract with or who you make a covenant with. And using names. You don't live in a mailbox. Postal system is federal. It's legal fiction. God bless. Much love.